right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And he'll lose yardage on that return.
Oof, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Quick completion on the out route. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Can we get the trainers over to the coach right now? He's got his punt team out there, and it's not 4th down. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. There he goes. Past the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Move to his right. Pulls it in. It's Davison. They'll guide. Bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Crosses the 40. It's a seam wide open. The 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Coming out with it, it's Phillips. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. At the 35, he's loose. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season.
There he goes! And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. To give, running right, it's Frazier. Give him 105 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, looking for a man. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Knocked down after a pickup of... And man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Here's a give to Frazier. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And right down the middle. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the 1st half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Throwing, Hawkins. Escapes the pressure to his right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Right on target this time. Turning. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Sooners. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looks as if he's going to run it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Throws it back. That one's not even close.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. This quarterback part of their running game. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
You know, this offensive...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Hawkins to throw for it on 4th. Myers on the move. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Michael Hawkins throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. He's got it. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Hawkins rolls right. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. From deep, it's Phillips. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple.
Turning on the Jets. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Making the adjustment. Fresh set of downs going up top. Keeping his eyes downfield. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Handoff for Frazier. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs! On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game,
makes the catch and he's free. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start.
Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Straight ahead, it's Cobb. Breaks the tackle. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back. 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to fire deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays, and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They give it back to him. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
4th down, Hawkins. Moving out to the right. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They're all over him. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. They make the stop, but not before. He takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Back to pass on 2nd down. Taking a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a first-and-goal situation.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Hawkins. Makes a catch. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Drops back, it's Hawkins. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do the right thing. And that's exactly what's happening on this drive.
Second and long here. Michael Hawkins. Rush right in his face. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. From the gun. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on the number 22 team, the North Texas Mean Green. And it's the Cowboys, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener.
Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's a give to Frazier. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. The tag. Touchdown, Bulldog. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Hawkins still looking to his right, and he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Picked off. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. The give. Got some green grass. Got enough for the first down. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Turns it upfield.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Throwing, Hawkins. Grabs it in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Scanning the field is Hawkins. Buying time to his right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's got great speed. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 39 after a good return on that one. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Michael Hawkins. Right side, it's Black. Still running at the 40. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Wants to throw one first. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Now from inside the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Finds his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Sooners will try to punch it in on first and goal. Hawkins. Look out. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Tells to run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. At the 45, on his way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Fresh center downs going to the air. Takes a shot at the end zone. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Out wide right, it's Black. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Throwing, Hawkins. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Again, it's Hawkins. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. The give, running right, it's Frazier.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He's changing the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Stopped right there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Second down to the air. Stepping to the right. Touchdown, Georgia! Into the end zone for 6.
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out.
Gashing the D on the right. The 40. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Michael Hawkins makes the grab.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
To throw, it's Hawkins. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fitted in the window for the score. Ready to try the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Second down, going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Pulls it in. Finds a crease at the 20. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Hawkins. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners. Lining up to add another. Right down the middle. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last possession, the interception, which did lead to a touchdown, might want to mix in a few more running plays with this big lead here. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Georgia going up tempo. On third down, here's Frazier. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. Inside the touchdown, Dogs. Rolled his way into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish, a 70-yard run to the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throwing, Hawkins. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Here comes the heat. Turns it upfield. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. From the gun on third down, Hawkins. He'll pull it down and run. Past the 40. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Michael Hawkins unloads to the right. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And that is how we will wrap this one up. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.